Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm back. Okay. I don't know why. My stomach was just pulling me here. And, typically during this time, hey, Robin, I have a tarot class, but my usual ladies didn't sign up for this time slot, which is no big deal. I feel like this is divinely guided. I feel like everything, and I think that might be a big part of this message, is really trusting this divine process. Okay, a lot of us, our minds want to try to figure out, why this isn't working and why that isn't working, or why, you know what I mean? And I really feel like some things are just out of our control. And, even down to scheduling things and doing things, it's like there's such a bigger plan. It's like there's such a bigger plan, and I think it's so big that our minds try to figure it out, and we can't. And I feel like this message might be helpful to help you, stop trying to figure something out. Okay? Collective, you may have been led somewhere, or something may have happened, or something is going a certain way or not going a certain way, and it's you're trying to figure it out, and the answer is don't figure it out. You know what I mean? It's there are some things that are not meant for you to figure out, right? It's almost like I think that you've done everything that you can. You've literally done everything that you can. And it's there's nothing to figure out. Okay? Everything is just as it should be. Even if your human mind is telling you no, this isn't right. No, it's totally right. I don't know. There's something about that. There's something about your mind trying to figure something out that it's not going to be able to, right? And not to say that yes. Shh. As I said this, the freaking faith card came out. Can I make this up? Can I do that? No, I cannot, okay? I cannot make this up. Faith, okay? There's something about this. It's your mind is trying to figure something out, and it's not for you to figure out. Know that you are riding on the back of this stability, right? Of this longevity. This journey is you are loyal to the journey, and the journey is loyal to you, right? That's you need to know that, okay? I feel like some of you are afraid, or fearful, or just uncertain, or again, it's your mind is trying to figure something out. Put that to rest. Put that to rest, because it's actually causing more resistance. Trust in the now, trust in the knowing, trust in your journey, trust in your path. There's something about this. What is this bird? I want to call it a stork, but I don't think it's a stork. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. This bird right here, I'll show you. Can you see it? It kind of looks like a stork, but it doesn't have this stork mouth. It's got longer legs. What kind of bird is that? There's something, a crane? A heron? crane. Look up what's the spiritual meaning of that? There's something significant about that bird right there. Heron. Okay. Look it up. What is that? I'd like to call on a lifeline, please. Can we share with the class? There's something significant about the spiritual meaning of that bird right there. Spiritual meaning of that bird right there. Okay, so this might be for like, grace, devotion, faithfulness, travel, open-mindedness, aspiration, longevity, immortality, and transformation, as well as they're sacred, using their feathers in spiritual ceremonies. Cranes are often seen as protectors, representing grace, lifelong relationships, and pursuit. Yes. So, yes. Okay. Faithfulness, right? That longevity, the grace, devotion, right? You have been devoted to this journey, and this journey is devoted to you, collective. Okay. So for like a handful of you, you've like slipped into this mindset unintentionally, okay? And this is not me like, this is me like ringing an alarm, like, right? Like helping you to like snap out of it. This is not me calling or casting judgment because I've been there, right? So some of you, there's like a handful of you that kind of have like slipped into this, this energy of like waiting for somebody to come save you. And like, you are your hero. There is, you know what I'm saying? Aside from source, the divine, you know, like God, whatever you want to call it, right? You are your own hero. There's something about that here. Okay. That's for probably like 5 of you. Excuse me. What time is it? Okay. Nobody else can save you. Like, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. Okay? But for a lot of you, you've already done this for yourself. Right? You've already, like, I just get this sense. It's like this fear of like, you know, when you're playing a video game, like going back levels, right? But when you're you know, you've reached a checkpoint. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not going to go backwards. Some of you might be fearing like going backwards, or again, it's like there's this energy of like your brain is trying to figure something out, right? You're trying to almost it's like figure out a cheat code. Like maybe you're trying to figure out a cheat code, or you're and not in a bad way. Right? Not in a bad way at all, but almost like in a way of you know, it's like trying to get something to work in your favor, and I totally get that, right? But doing it with integrity, yes, and it's like, you know, figuring out, it's like trying to figure out the exact steps that you can take to like make things go well, like to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, there's something about that. It's like trying to figure out, you know, say for instance, what's an example that we can give? Some of you, it might have to do with like a business, or it could have to do with, I don't know. I feel like it's like wanting to create some sort of outcome, right? Some sort of like positive outcome. And it's like wanting to know it's like you've achieved that at one point, right? And it's like you're doing all the right things that you did to achieve that, but for some reason the outcome is just not the same. Quit trying to figure it out, because this is divinely led, right? That like you are secure, okay? It's just there's it's balancing this energy of doing whatever this is and also healing in order to help that grow, right? Like that's kind of this energy, is like balancing you and being in service, being in service of you and being in service of others here. I don't know. I don't feel like this message is very long, because I feel like that's pretty much it. It's just like, this is just a quick little tidbit for whoever needs it, of like, you can tell your mind to stop it. Stop that, okay? Just stop it. Because you're working too hard, okay? I just heard that song, working 9 to 5. Working hard to make a living. Something getting by. I don't know the words. But yeah, it might have to do with work. It might have to do with like getting out of that 9 to 5 mindset, or breaking free from lack, or I don't know what it is, but your brain's trying to figure something out that your brain doesn't have the answers to. It just doesn't, okay? And maybe it will someday, but not today. And you can just, it's like by trying to like sitting there and like really focusing on whatever this is and allowing your brain to just like wander, it may even like be causing like some sort of like fear within you of like, did I do something wrong? Did I take a wrong turn? Is it me, right? It'll come back to, is it me? Is that why this is no longer going right, or this is not happening the way that it should, or, like plans are not working out, or, I did this or I, scheduled this and this came up, or maybe it's like this constant thing of like, maybe you've been trying to meet up with somebody and it feels like it never works out, right? And it's like, well, is it me or is it just not meant to be? I don't know what this is, but your brain is on overdrive. Understand and know, okay, that the master within you is the soul. Follow your soul's lead. Follow your higher self's lead here. Some of you feel like, it's like your faith might be like really giving out. You know what I mean? Like it might be really, like your faith might be really tested, or it might be just like almost like it can't, it can't hang for too much longer, right? Like it's bleeding. But yeah, there's something, there's something balancing out here. There's something balancing out. Yeah, collective, it's like you're still mastering some parts and some pieces about you. And that's okay. Like it you know what I mean? Like this is a a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know what I'm saying? Like and yeah, you are going to reach whatever destination, like you are safe, okay? And I get the sense that that's kind of what's being triggered here, right? Like that's why your mind is like, you know, being activated, okay? Because it's like this like looming energy of, you know, and that might be something that you need to look at, right? Maybe it's a situation where in the past, you know, like the rug would have been ripped out or something like that. And it's like, maybe it's to say like the rug hasn't been ripped out, but it almost looks like that might, you know what I mean? Like it almost looks like this is a situation, it's like a repeat, right? It's almost like a replay, okay? And it's like, okay, well, you're at the point right now where typically like the rug might be ripped out from underneath you, or you know what I mean? Like there's something about that. And I feel like the divine is saying like, shut off your brain and look at that moment. Look at that program that you feel like is playing within you here, okay? Master that piece of you, okay? Because your brain is going to continue to until you tell it, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you get what I'm saying here? Like, go within on this, whatever it is that it's like, you know, it's probably activating something in your body. Like some sort of like potential like fight or flight mode. You might be feeling anxious all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like there's something about this. It's like, you know, you can literally let this go, okay? But I would highly suggest looking at why it is that it's coming up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever this situation is, it's probably an opportunity for you to look at it. You know, it's happening so that you can heal and change the program. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's coming up so you can continue to protect yourself from the human mind. It's all about making friends with the mind. You know? I mean, that's not what it's all about, but you get what I'm saying. There's something about like feeling like you need to prove yourself or something like that. That might also be causing some sort of like fear rising, right? It's like, you know, if this, I don't know, that's just kind of what it feels like. But yeah. I feel like with this, with releasing this, whatever this is, with like gaining control over this part of your mind, right? That's coming up, that's trying to understand, that's trying to control the situation here. You know what I'm saying? This is actually going to like bring in some sort of like creative spark or some sort of like action, or there's something, it's like, I don't know, it feels almost like stuck or stagnant, and it has a lot to do with your mind trying to figure something out, but this is all happening for you to look at something within you to release it. Okay? Destiny is your destiny, and you're on your way, collective. You're on your way. But don't let this, like, there, again, like I said, there's something that's like your brain is trying to figure something out, and it's just not going to be able to. Okay? So, like, I would go within here. And you might get a lot of clarity when you're going within, however you do shadow work. Okay? You might, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying your brain will never figure it out, but you might get a lot of clarity around something. But I feel like you are releasing something here. Okay? Yeah, you're releasing something. In order for the flow to keep flowing. You know what I mean? What time is it? 11:35. Okay. Something about, like, your brain is a tool, right? But it shouldn't be running the show. You know what I mean? It's like you. How do I explain this without sounding like, if you know, you know, right? It's like, yeah. I'm going to leave that there. Whatever this is, right, it takes time. Okay? It does. It takes time. It takes time to heal. It takes time to build. It takes time to develop a skill. It takes time. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us have this, you know, and it's because of society, right? We want instant gratification. Okay? We want to heal on the drop of a dime. We want to learn something like this. We want to be good at something like this. And if it takes time, if there's any kind of resistance, right, we oftentimes will, and this is technically considered self-sabotage, we will abandon it, right? We will walk away from it just assuming, yeah, that's not us. That's not for me, right? I'm going to put this to rest because, you know, and this is, collective, we're learning patience right now. God is teaching us all about patience, okay? And all about trusting the process and trusting ourselves and trusting our decisions. Right? Like, the path that you have chosen, or, you know, whatever you know, whatever this is for you, whatever it is that your brain is trying to figure out, yeah, you're headed in the right direction, okay? But it's almost like, you need to pull over to a rest stop. There's something that is like, there's something valuable at a rest stop. It's almost like you got pulled over, right? You got, like, you were pulled over, like almost like you were driving, right? Cruising right along. And the divine was like, you know, Jesus took the wheel and was like, no, skirt, we gotta get in this rest stop. There's something here in this rest stop for you. So, like, look around. You know what I mean? Like, and when I mean look around, I mean, like, look around, okay? Like, be aware of what you're feeling and how you're like reacting to some things right now, and you know what I mean, like pay attention. Don't let these thoughts and these emotions take control. Okay, look at them from an unbiased, well, it may not be able to be unbiased, but look at them from a higher perspective, and allow them to serve you in a way of recognizing some, you know, it's like whatever this is giving you the opportunity to find the root of this like discontentment, or this unsure, or this like this fear, right? That this, whatever this is giving you the opportunity. It's almost like it's a gift, right? It's like giving you the trail, right? It's showing you like there's a big sunflower, right? And you go down to the bottom. It's like this ginormous bright thing right in front of your face, right? And it's like giving you the opportunity to follow it all the way down so that you can rip it out, right? And we don't like to get rid of sunflowers, but that was just an example. It popped in my mind, so sunflowers might be significant. We do love a sunflower up in this piece. But yeah. Yep. So, and again, listen, you know, we don't have to get under this... when we talk about hermit mode, right? Like, yeah, there during the awakening process, we get in stages of hermit mode, right? Where we isolate for like months, some of us even years, right? You can move in and out of hermit mode, and you know what I mean? Like just a couple days. I just need a couple days of just like, you know, no contact, no outside world. You know what I'm saying? Like just me and God. You know what I'm saying? Like that is something that I feel like is actually being encouraged. You know what I'm saying? To shut it all off and just spend, you know, even just a day, like one day a week, just, you know, you and your, you know, your immediate family and God, and just that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, there's something about that as well. Like shutting off the rest of the world for a little bit. Some of you are going into this hermit mode, right? You know, you're kind of newly on this awakening, and you are stepping into that time where you are going to be in isolation for a few months, you know, maybe even a year or two. Okay. By the end of it, though, you are gonna love being in isolation so much that God's gonna have to shove you out of it. Okay, like that's just how it goes. It's like God shoves you in it and then he shoves you out of it, right? Like the divine, that's just, it's, you know, you learn to love yourself and you learn to love your own energy. So I don't know who this message was for, but your brain is not going to figure it out. It's not. Your heart will, though. Okay? Listen to your heart when it's calling to you. Listen to your heart. Oh gosh. Yeah, and for those of you that you know, actually, nope, I'm not going to say that. That might have been for me. Alright guys, let's get some final messages on this. And then I gotta go, I got class. Can you guys hear the music? I can't tell what song this is. Okay. You guys, listen. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay, let me just get in your face. Oh, that's embarrassing. Because I'm laughing because I'm on a delay. So, like, I did that and then I watched myself do that, and how embarrassing. I'm just laughing at myself. Okay, so yeah, Queen of Swords energy here. That's what I'm saying. Mastering the mind, not allowing the mind to master you. Okay, there's something also about like putting to rest some sort of collaboration or working with like some sort of I feel like this is like maybe like more than one person here. There might be some sort of like, and it's just this like higher understanding, this like deeper knowing of like, there's something about collective. It might be significant. Maybe there's something new that you're doing or that you're there's something about a collaboration that maybe came in, and I think you might be, it's not about like, maybe it's better that you work alone for right now, or you know what I mean? You build alone. There's something about like, or for some of you, there it's just this. There's a collaboration that you feel like you need to put to rest. Do that. Okay. It might be somebody in your family. Excuse me. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So yeah, it might be be a family thing or something like that, and I feel like you're deciding, and this may have been a hard decision, right? And this may be what your mind is trying to figure out, right? Don't like listen to your heart when it comes to this, whatever this is. All right. There's some sort of like judgment call that you're going to make. It's like this understanding, this deeper knowing that like you are the fucking magician up in this bitch. Okay. I don't know. There's something about that, right? It's like putting this to rest, or putting your mind, not putting your mind to rest, but like you get what I'm saying, right? Like there's something about this situation, right? That's like, by looking at this, by approaching this, by putting something to rest here, okay? There's victory in this, okay? The God and like God source, the divine, they're like Eight of Swords in reverse, right? They're bringing you out of this position of feeling stuck here. Whatever this is. Like, don't focus on the thoughts. Focus on the feeling that you're feeling in your body. And try to let the thoughts, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because in whatever this is, whatever you're trying to figure out, right? Destiny is destiny. You are going to be victorious. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, the Star, and the Justice card. I am just saying. I can't, like, the Hangman. Look at whatever this is. Whatever your mind is trying to figure out. Look at it, but look at what you're feeling in your body. You know what I mean? Go within on this. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups, the Star, and the Justice card. However you do shadow work, okay? For me, it's trauma spotting. I will always tell you, trauma spotting, okay? You can book with me, or you can go to that video if you've already purchased it, or you can rent the video, or you can purchase the video, whatever you need, right? And even if it's not trauma spotting, however you do shadow work, whatever works for you is perfect for me. And it's perfect for the divine. But do it. Why are you, like, why? Like, ask yourself, take some time. Tell your brain to shut the fuck up for a minute, okay? Excuse my language, and just focus on what you're feeling. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups, the Star, and the Justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, new cycle, right? This is going to be like I feel like it's a huge release. There's a huge release that's like mustering itself up. It's like coming to the surface, right? For you to heal, for you to like give over to the divine, to balance things out here within yourself and within your life. Do that today. Okay? Yeah. Do that. Temperance card. Cut the deck at the Temperance card. Balance and harmony. What in the... Alright, y'all. Okay. That is this afternoon's message. I have class coming up. I love you guys very, very much. I cannot wait to see you again. Yes, warriors. You can do this. You can totally do this. Love you. We'll talk soon.